Hi, my friends, and welcome to Midweek Wednesday with Maisey and me. As we catch our breath, and if you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed or kind of by the week is going crazy and things have gone sideways, you're welcome to be here and you're in the right place. We're going to take a few deep breaths, talk a little bit about how the difference between the conscious and subconscious brain, and to be able to be thankful in these next few minutes. So put your feet flat on the ground, put your hands gently into your lap, and I invite you to close your eyes. And I'd like you just to extend your breathing, just lengthening it as you begin, and slowly exhaling. And as you exhale, as you know, at the maximum exhale, just pausing for a count of 1, 2, 3, and then breathing back in again. As you know, it's the pause that's so important because it engages the parasympathetic nervous system through the 10th cranial nerve and just helps us to relax. Helps the body to relax. And continuing to breathe. Be sure as you take that breath that you just continue to focus on the breath, breathing in and feeling it as it comes in cool. And then slowly exhaling and feeling it warm and touching the top of your lip as you breathe out and pausing. Lengthening that breath in. And as you exhale, just let your shoulders relax, your jaw relax, let your legs relax. Just be here now. Taking that deep breath, lengthening it. And you can pause at the top as well. And then just letting it go and exhaling out. Pausing at the maximum exhale. And just continue breathing like this for a few minutes. Just for a few breaths. To be able to feel grounded. To be able to feel present. And as you breathe in, say, I am calm. And breathing out, I am relaxed. Breathing in, I feel peace. Breathing out, I feel at ease. Breathing in, I know that I am present to this moment. Breathing out, I feel at peace and at ease. Breathing in ease, breathing out peace. Being present here now, being present to this very moment. Now continue with these breaths. And I invite you to open your eyes if you'd like to, or just keep them closed as I speak. I'm just going to share with you a little bit about the brain itself. And that taking that pause, that APB of inner harmony that we speak of, the awareness, just pausing and taking a breath. And as you gain that awareness, you're in the conscious part of the mind. The majority of our time, we spend in the unconscious part of our mind. Things become automatic. We go on autopilot. And things just, we're not really aware of what we're doing sometimes, or what we're thinking. And those thoughts, they will come in like the wild mustangs, running amok through, running fast. And if you don't pull some reins on that horse, it's going to take you away to all sorts of thoughts and feelings that perhaps you don't want. And so doing that APB of inner harmony, pausing, and as I've shared before, pausing just for a moment. If you do this every hour, you could set your alarm to be able to do that. And that brings that consciousness back. Often it's an emotion that I feel that is related to what I'm experiencing within, the tenseness and the tightness. It could be fear, running amok, or it could be anger. And those things are to be conscious. If we become conscious of those things, we can then take a deep breath in and just releasing it to let those thoughts go. And don't let those thoughts get locked into your mind. Bring that moment of awareness, consciousness, pausing, and allowing that breath to bring you to center and to anchor you. You see, it's the amygdala in our brain that runs amok and says, fire, fire, fire. And so that breath waters it down, slows down our thoughts, quenches that fire right out, and brings us to the present moment. And that present moment, that's where we gain that breath. We connect within to see how we're feeling in the moment. Just to relax the muscles, the jaw, the shoulders, where we hold so much tension. And bringing that consciousness to the moment, we can slow things down. We can create stillness and silence within. And my friends, it doesn't have to be this quiet space. It can be anywhere that you are. Driving your car, you can take a deep breath and bring consciousness and awareness to where you are, what you're doing, and who you're with. And in this moment, my friends, I'd like you just to pause. Pause and think about what you're grateful for. You see, gratefulness rewires our minds to a more positive way of being, to being a positive presence, to being thankful and grateful in the moment. And it doesn't have to be something huge. I can maybe be thankful that I had my cup of coffee this morning and I was relaxed and took a few breaths. Maybe somebody texted you and you thought it was really wonderful and fantastic, and thank you for being with me this day and sharing a blessing. You can say it out loud. You can write it in the comment section. You can just silently hold that within your mind. Thankfulness. Breathing and sensing within that stillness. My friends, I hope you have enjoyed these few moments of midweek Wednesday at 12:10. If you enjoyed this, could you please share it with your friends as well? Subscribe, share, like. Maisey and I are ever so thankful when you do that. Join me again next week at 12:10. My friends, we're going to take this on the road a few times. We're going to maybe be in the kayak or going for a walk to learn to do this as we're aware. We want to be aware at the same time as we're doing this breath. Life is lived, my friends, with our eyes wide open and in the moment. And so please join us next week at 12:10 with Maisey and me. And we'll see you then. God bless, my friends. Take good care.